Hello and welcome to this evening restorative yoga class. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. I know you had a very busy and long day, so let's wind down the day together so we can get a good, restful night's sleep and feel better in our bodies, more calm in our minds, and a little more open in our hearts. This class tonight is a tiny little miniature version of a much longer extended one that I posted up on our Patreon community. And that class is over an hour. It includes breathwork, a longer meditation, and a handful of additional poses. So if you liked practice today, then maybe you want to check out the Patreon class. You can head below in the description and check out the longer class. Either way, I'm really grateful that you're joining me here on YouTube today. Let's dive right into the practice. Today you're just going to need a pillow or a bolster. Feel free to grab 2 or 3 of them, especially if you know that you're a little extra stiff and you want some additional support. We're going to begin class in a reclined butterfly. So you're going to grab your bolster or pillow, lay it sort of at one end of your mat, and then bring the hips up to the bolster, and then start to lower down onto the bolster. Bring the soles of the feet together. And if you're here and you already notice that this is too deep of a back bend, then you can grab those additional pillows and put them underneath your back. So we're going to be here for a couple of minutes. So I invite you to get very comfortable. Make any last adjustments that you need. You can place your hands on your inner thighs, on your belly, on your heart, or down at your sides, palms facing up towards the sky. Once you have settled into physical stillness, then allow each exhale to melt your body even more, to soften the edges, soften any areas of tension. And allowing the breath to carry you deeper into yourself. We'll begin to release the pose. So take a deep inhale. Blink open the eyes if you had them closed. And with the help of your hands, bring your knees back together. And then you're going to roll over to your left side. Let both of your legs come down towards the ground. We're going to come into a twist with the assistance of the bolster. So stay to your left and then just bring the bolster or the pillow all the way up to your hip. And then frame the pillow and slowly start to walk your hands down. And again, if you come down and you realize that this is too deep of a twist, then just add an extra pillow. Option to bring your left ear down, or if you want to increase the twist, you can also turn your head over to the left. And again, allow yourself to soften. In areas where you notice that you're holding tension, send a message from your brain to that body part and tell it to relax. Relax, relax, relax. Start to lift your chest back up. Walk your hands back towards your hips. And then turn to face away from the bolster. We're just going to switch to the other side. So bring the knees over to the right. Readjust the bolster up close to the right hip. And then frame and start to walk. Lower the chest down. So since we just came out of a pretty deep twist on the other side, you might be a little extra stiff coming into this side, so just take it easy. Maybe you have to use an extra pillow, at least for the first 30 seconds. So it's just always important to honor your body where it's at. Just because you do something specifically on the left side does not mean it needs to be identically done on the right. Of course, it's good to have balance in the body, but your body's not perfectly symmetrical. So it's important to always feel into each pose individually. Start to walk your hands back towards your hips, and again, lift the chest up. You You can remove the bolster off to the side for now. We'll be using it again later. And we're going to come into a seated straddle. I will turn sideways, mainly because I like to have my heels on my mat. But you can, of course, stay whatever direction you are in your room. So for this, have your legs in the straddle. And then we're going to do a Q-all stretch. So we're going to be focusing and stretching on the lower left side of the back. So inhale, both arms reach up to the sky. And then as you exhale, reach both hands towards the right foot to any degree. If your hands can reach your foot, cool. If your hands can't reach your foot, also cool. Doesn't matter. Just look for the sensation in the stretch in the back, maybe in the right leg, in the spine, the hip. And we're here for about a minute. So allow yourself to relax into the pose. And observe the breath as it carries you deeper into yourself. Begin to switch to the other side, but you're going to stay low to the ground and just start to walk your fingertips through center, nice and slow, all the way over to the left. And once you're there, inhale, sit up nice and tall, reach your arms up to the sky, big breath, and exhale, fold down over the left leg. Release again, walk your fingertips through center, actually to center this time. And we're going to stop in the middle for a seated forward straddle fold. So we'll be here again for about a minute. So without trying to push or pull yourself too much, see if you can relax and allow the breath to take you deeper. Walk your hands back towards your hips. Move nice and slow. We're going to make our way onto our back. And again, we're going to use the bolster. This time we're going to do a supported bridge pose. So come onto your back. And then you're just going to slide that pillow underneath the hips. You could either have the knees apart or you can let the knees rest together. And let your body soften. And as you physically let go of this tension that you're carrying, you can also mentally and emotionally let go of anything that happened today that you're still pondering about or thinking about or stressing about. With every exhale, you can let it go, both physically and mentally. Press into the heels and lift the hips up just enough to slide the pillow out. And then lower your back down. Make your way into Shavasana. Extend both legs. Roll the shoulders under. Lift the chest. Maybe wiggle the jaw. Release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. And close down the eyes. We're here for just a couple of minutes. So really enjoy this time. And remember that you always have permission to relax, to lay down, to take a Shavasana, to put your feet up, to rest. And I'll be ending the video here today. But of course, feel free to stay in Shavasana as long as you like. I'll see you again on the mat, maybe for a morning class. Sleep well. Namaste.